Hello, it's Tamara Hunter, and today is day number 214 of 365 Days of Awesome. Celebrate success through service, and I am once again over in one of my favorite areas. I am in the Temecula Valley vineyard area, and I stopped at another location, and hopefully the sound is okay. It's a little bright out here, so if anybody does make a comment, I may or may not be able to see it. I am going live for a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to say thank you for those people that I put a little challenge out this morning, because one of my mentors, Dr. E.J. Johnson, did the same. Shout out to you. That he actually said, okay, I've got all these friends. Is anybody going to say hi? And I thought, that's a great little hello Monday kind of thing. So all of you that are saying hi, I will get back to you, and I wanted to say thank you and hi back. A couple of housekeeping items, kind of. I have been reading, and I know this is going to be backwards, and I thought, well, maybe I should bring a mirror, and so I put it forwards. But if you guys will put it in a mirror, you'll see. This book was given to me by Misty Lane, who is one of my new friends. In fact, she signed it for me just this last week to my new friend, Tamara, and gave it to me on the 20th. And I have to say, it's been an amazing book. I've read it all the way through, and now I'm working a suggested word that she put in there, and that's cope, C-O-P-E. And she gives tools to how to cope. And thank you, Misty. I actually needed that. The reason I went live, I actually brought this equipment with me because I had a feeling I may have a message, and sure enough, I do. I want to celebrate today as our service heroes, those doctors in our lives that are making a difference. For those of you that know, I'm a cancer survivor. Those of you that don't know, I'm a cancer survivor. And one thing about cancer survivors, it just depends on what treatments you chose to go with, what your new life, your new normal is all about. And my new normal, I am watched very closely by my cardiologist. And I absolutely appreciate him so very much. I knew I had a meeting with him today, and those people that have been following me know that I have an elephant living in my room, and my elephant has caused an element of stress. And we, no matter what you've been through, no matter what coping skills, cope, thus the book I wanted to talk about. And I'm so glad that, things don't happen by accident, I believe. And I want to thank Misty for her honesty and her raw truth that she shares in the book, and then her skills of how she coped with events in her life that were huge. If you haven't read the book, please read the book. It's worth reading. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. It's her first book, and she even said, Tamara, if you've got some clues on thoughts on, what possibly might want to change for going forward. My thought is, Misty, you came from the heart, and I got so much out of it. And where I'm going right now, and why I want to share is going to the doctor and being watched, because many of us that have been through any kind of Hi, Dr. E.J. Johnson. I actually gave you a shout out because, yes, I copied your wonderful idea of saying hi this morning, and thank you for that. It was so needed, and I'm sharing why. Today, 365 Days of Awesome, celebrate success through service, and it's a little bright, so I'm in the vineyards, yes, and the reason I'm in the vineyards of Southern California, and we are the new Napa Valley, and those people, I actually talked to some yesterday, that, we are the Temecula location of the Southern Napa Valley, if you would say, or our own little vineyard area. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And I can drive through it there's two ways for me to drive from my home. I'm lucky where I live. And I can drive into town either taking the longer route, which this is my route to go into town, or I can go a shorter route. And I come this route sometimes when I just need that extra moment of peace and tranquility and inspiration and beauty. And I'm so lucky to live in an area where we have it in abundance. And today I'm sharing that I went for a follow-up with my cardiologist, who watches me ever so closely. I was born into a family that did have some, we all have heredity and genetics, and I was already predisposed for needing to have a good cardiologist on my roll of doctors. However, when I went through the fight for my life, or some say don't say fight, the challenge that I was given to decide that I wanted to live through a diagnosis called cancer, I chose traditional methods, and one of my medicines in my chemo cocktail is something that has now given me an opportunity to get to be very good friends with my cardiologist. And I went in today for my follow-up, and I had been doing pretty well. And he looks at me and he said, "Tamara, so tell me, why am I seeing what I'm seeing?" And it was really marvelous. It was magical. It was wonderful to have a doctor that knows you so well and has been with you since diagnosis. I met him when I was first diagnosed, before I even started treatment, to see if my heart was strong enough for treatment. So he's been through my battle. He's been through my evolution. He is there for me as a resource for my nonprofit. He has offered to team with me for speaking about wholeness and wellness when it comes to going forward through any kind of a health challenge. He loves the buddies. He's really one of my biggest supporters. And he just sat there and he said, "Okay, so let's talk." And I did, and I told him, and I will say that one thing, anybody that knows me knows that I understand privacy and I understand confidentiality, and I sometimes talk in stories that I can't be specific. I will be more than happy to be transparent about myself, but when it has to do with others, I really hold privacy very, very close, and it's important. So my story continued is that I said, "Well, doctor, I have an elephant in my room," and wink, wink, guys, and it's creating an element of stress. I will not lie. And so how timely for this book to have come into my world, and Misty Lane and all my many friends that are reminding me that we have so many choices in our lives. The elephant in my room, just to be a little bit more in disclosure, is that it's put me in a situation where, with my nature, I can either turn away from the elephant and put the wallpaper up like the images that I had the day that I talked about it, or I can, play with it and have it go on the ball and give it frisbees and hula hoops, or I can deal with it. And my doctor today, he said, "Okay, Tamara, let's talk. When I remember when you were given that diagnosis, and what did you decide to do? You were like all in, like, okay, I got this. I'm going to do what I need to do, and I'm going to beat it, and it's not going to define me, and it's not going to be who I am. It's only a chapter in my life." And he goes, "Why not this?" And I had to actually ask myself that. And it was in truth, because in this case with the elephant, I didn't invite the elephant to my room. The elephant showed up to my room. And so then I thought, Good question, doctor. My elephant in the room was uninvited, but so was cancer. Cancer was uninvited, and I chose to deal with it, and I chose to win. So why is this elephant in my room any different? I need to deal with it, and I need to get on top of it, and I have to not let it define me. Just let it be another chapter in the book that I currently am rewriting. Wink, wink. I had one, and I'm rewriting it, and so that it will be much more informational and useful for everybody. And I see that people are commenting, but the way that the sun is, forgive me, guys. I'll have to come back and visit with you later and comment. But I want to just share this, is that I have been placed by my elephant in a support role. And in Chemo Buddies for Life, we have those people that we say love and support us, and that we support them, and that they, the caretakers, need to be aware that their health can be at jeopardy just as much, if not more, than the person that they are caring for. And it really brought it home to me when I was sitting there in front of my cardiologist that I know and love, and is definitely on my team, Team Tamara, and saying, okay, so what's different? Why are you not attacking this like the Tamara I know? And I thought, you know what? Good question. I need to be the Tamara that you and I both know, and find a way to win through this, and then be able to share how I did. And one of them is, thank you for this book, Misty. You've got some really great coping ideas, and you know what? I'm putting those into place. Also, another thing is that team. I've always put a team. In fact, when I was up in Colorado Springs, Colorado, with the Speakers Pathway Coalition, and we spoke to the military and the vets and those people that love and support them, the trailing military family, and I spoke about tools and having a toolbox. Why should that not be the case now? Why am I not putting my team together for the elephant that's in my room? Because obviously, well, you guys might not know, but I know, obviously, I am not equipped with my natural skills and I'm not trained to be the type of caretaker that my elephant needs. However, I am a recruiter. I build teams. I come up with solutions. I make a difference. I have confidence. And why wouldn't I go after this with that? So I want to commit to all of you and say, first of all, thank you for the hellos today. I really needed them. Thank you, Dr. E.J. Johnson, for believing in me. We're going to be talking about that more. We're going to be doing something very spectacular on Friday. Please stay tuned, everybody. I'm going to be making an announcement about it. It will be a live event. And anybody that is supporting my nonprofit, Chemo Buddies for Life, the Buddies Network, Healing Through Connections, anybody that is in support of Service Heroes, the Service Heroes Club, the Service Heroes program, and where I am going with Service Heroes, that we all have a service hero within us. I want to be able to take that program out there to the youth and to those people that need to understand that through service we can truly make a difference and change the way things are done. And then any of those people that believe in me, Tamara Hunter Live, Tamara Live, whatever and however I am going to be branded. I am going out there. I am speaking, and I want to be making a difference and speaking to more people. I have a book that I'm writing. I have so much to offer, and yet, you know what? Life happens, and I'm real, and I'm willing to be raw and open about it all. And so that you guys know, I was asked this morning by my elephant how old I am. Total disclosure, I have nothing to hide here, guys. I always have to think about it because I don't feel my age. But chronologically, I am in my mid to, I'm in the sunset of my 50s. Let's just say it that way. And I'm a baby boomer. I say that very openly. Wink, wink on the tail end. You guys can do the math. I just don't think about the age, and so that's why I'm not. And I asked her, this elephant, I said, why are you asking me? And she said, it's because the way you walk around and the way you act, I can't tell. And I thought, good, because you know what? That's what it's all about, guys. It's all about the fact that we show up to our lives, and whatever day that day may bring us, whatever gifts we may be given, whatever service we may be called to serve and to help those, and whatever it is that I believe, I have a strong belief in my religious way of thinking, and so I believe that I am not given anything in this world that I can't accomplish. It may sometimes seem so huge. However, that's where teams come in. And so I want to recognize, number one, Dr. Johnson, Dr. J. Johnson. Jay, I love you. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for the hello post this morning. And thank you for not minding that I copied you. I want to say thank you to my cardiologist, my doctor, and for believing in me, for being there with me, for taking this journey of life with me, and for knowing me so well. I mean, he has so many patients, and yet he knows me, Tamara, so well that he's able to say, hey, kind of like, buck up, you've done this before, let's do this again, and then for giving me a follow-up where I was on year follow-ups. Now I'm on a 4-month. I have to get back, and then I have to wear a harness, or I have to wear a test for 24 hours because he's concerned. And you know what? By golly, I know better than this. So I want to also say thank you to Misty Lane for writing so raw and so open and so willing to share some really gnarly stuff. If you guys don't know her story, you need to. And for giving tools to how to cope with things so that you can come out your better person, a better self. And I want to say thank you for an elephant that's in the room right now that's teaching me that every day we need to be open to the experiences and find a way to continue our road and our journey to help those people that we're helping. And by golly, guys, yes, I couldn't be somewhere on Saturday. Yes, I can't be somewhere this week. However, will I be out there again? And am I ready to start scheduling? Yeah, because you know what? I've been on the phone today taking care of the elephant in the room. And what I learned from this, I am, by golly, going to be sharing with others. Because, life happens. And we can either look at the warning signs and say, oh, I'm going to ignore them. I'm going to bury my head in the sand. I'm going to bury my head in addictions. I'm going to bury my head in whatever it may be. Or we can say, okay, by golly, this is what I've been given today. How do I make it work? How do I find a way to win that everyone in this situation wins with me? Because that's the way I look at life. I am all about finding a way to win with each one of you, and each one of you that said hello to me today. I'm going to touch base and I'm going to say hello back. And each one of you that are my friends, each one of you that are the buddies, each one of you that are the service heroes, each one of you that follow me, each one of you means so much to me. And I don't just say that. I absolutely mean it. So, as I end today, day number 214 in one of my favorite spots here in Temecula, California, the Vineyards, I just want to say to each one of you that no matter what your day brings to you, what challenges you may be facing, whatever opportunities to grow you may be given, let's look at them together, and together healing through connections by reaching out to others, which I am doing. I am doing that because I believe in it. I just don't say these things. These are things I believe in. So please comment. Please share the love. I'm being real and raw as much as I can be. I'm not going to give names. I'm not going to give specifics because of personal and private obligations and responsibilities. However, all of my friends that have touched base with me in the last few days, I appreciate each and every one of you. Your hearts are amazing. Your belief is stalwart. Your support is appreciated. And together, we are going to do this. Together, we are going to heal through connecting. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we're going to change the way it's done. My name is Tamara Hunter, and I am so thrilled to be sharing with you today. See you all tomorrow. Bye.